What's up, YouTube? We're back for another review of Orange County. And as you can see, I'm dressed, I'm going out. So we're going to try to make this fast. We're going to try to not ramble as much. We're going to just try to hit my bullet points, not go off on too many tangents. And I will see y'all for the valley. I might do that when I come back, actually, because I'm going to have some wine. Might be a little tipsy. So might do the valley tonight too, but that first episode of the reunion was kind of dry. But I took a few notes, so whatever. That's not the point. That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about OC episode 4. We're gonna do 4 and 5 together because 5 is kind of filler. And hope you enjoy. So I said that my first line of my note says, I hope Gina got something else for Emily other than that hoodie. Because first of all, where are we wearing that to? What situations are we both going to be in where we will have the opportunity to wear this hoodie with 2 heads? Movie night at my house? Cool. And then that thing will be in the back of the closet somewhere in a drawer, in a bin, never to be thought of again. I said they want to be Lucy and Ethel so bad, and it's corny. We already have Shannon and Vicky for that. We don't need y'all to be trying to recreate and do it on as the younger of those two. So yeah, I said that they're lame. Nice women, but lame. I also said that producers had Gina set up this "what did everybody else get you for your birthday" thing because it's obvious because you come over with this tchotchke ass gift, and then it's like, oh, well, what else did you get? And it's like, how long ago was her birthday from y'all going to the brunch to this scene? Because I would think and figure that you would have already asked your friend what everybody else got you. But whatever, it's a show. We know what you got to do to create stories and move storyline along. So cool. They put her up to it. She asked her. Obviously, she tells her that Carmella got her this clutch and this vibrator. Again, to me, funny. You got an actual practical nice gift, and then you got a funny haha gift. Who cares? If she had just got you the vibrator and nothing else to go with it, then yeah, that's a little weird because like I don't know you. But like was explained later on, I think in episode 5, it's a drag brunch. It's kind of like it was meant to be in jest. So why is this becoming some big thing? We know why. Because Gina and Emily don't have anything else going on. So of course they're going to use this as an opportunity to latch themselves onto the new girl to create a problem. So awesome. Gina, so she was trying, thinking she was, I guess, throwing her little shade, saying that, oh, Carmella was a B invite. So basically to say like, oh, you're a friend of a friend, so it's like you don't know us to be bringing gifts in. And she's like, oh, I didn't know she had bankroll like that. So one, why would you know? You just met her. And two, you a hater. I think I wrote that probably 3 times in my notes between episode 4 and 5. You're a hating ass bitch. And that's just what it is. Because if this is my best friend, obviously, again, ensemble cast, we know what this comes with, whatever. And the new girl, one of the openings of the show is somebody's birthday. The new girl brings a gift. That's my closest friend in the group. I'm just going to say that's a nice gift and move on. And then you're talking about, oh, I'm a good gift giver. I can't tell because not only are you hating on the actual nice gift that Emily got, but you brought over a double-headed hoodie. some shit you see at Spencer's. So yeah. Some people are actually good gift givers. Gina, you are not one of those people. Moving left and right along. So Tamara, this scene with them at the fitness place or whatever, doing the fitness class. I said she was joking about the whole Fernanda thing, but she gives me mask femme vibes. She gives me, if God forbid something ever happened to Eddie, I could see her with a woman. I can see her being the dominant one. Still presenting as more feminine, but the more masculine one. So, yeah. There's truth behind, I won't say every joke, but most jokes, there's truth behind that. So, yeah. Let's see. What else did I say? Oh, was I talking about Emily and them? I didn't write who I was talking about, but I said, y'all are too old to be doing this. Are we friends? How close of friends are we storyline? That really can apply to any of them because you got Shannon going back and forth with Tamara, and then now you got this whole Emily versus Heather thing. I said for this to be season 20, it's kind of like the same old when it comes to this group and this cast. They ran Katie off the show, and so now we have Carmella. But I feel like Katie at least had them turned up because she was so bizarre and her stories didn't always line up, and we weren't sure if she was telling the truth a lot of the time. That made them clock in to work. So I just was like, I don't hate the formula because it's like, this is what I've grown to expect from OC. But for this to be, hey, this is 20 years of Housewives, this is the city that started it all, I just would expect more. It's not even giving old Roni on its worst season. It's, again, we're only 5 episodes in. They typically get like what, 17 to 20-ish, depending on what's going on at any given time. So hopefully there's more to come and it's not going to stay dry like this, because right now it's I'm watching it, but it's not getting me riled up. It's not giving me those like, oh, I'm gonna hurry up and make my review because it's juicy or it's good. Like, it's not giving that. Like some of the episodes of In the City did for me. It's more so riding that same wavelength for The Valley for me. Like, I'm watching it because I love Bravo, but is it memorable? So is it turning out to look like it's gonna be a memorable season? No, but hopefully I take that back at the end. So the scene with Vicky, Jen, and Gina when they go out to eat. I said no, or was this? Oh no, Vicky and her son. Vicky and her son, because I see the context of the notes. So I said that Vicky brings up Don a lot and the regret of that whole dissolution of their marriage. And I said, it's actually sad. I think that a lot of it has to do with her age, the fact that she's still single, the fact that we've seen what, two significant serious romances of hers crumble on this show after Dawn, which is Brooks, and then the other guy, wasn't he a cop or something? I don't remember, but the one who didn't really seem like he wanted to film too much, but he was like kind of being supportive. That didn't go anywhere. They ended up breaking up. So I think that a lot of that comes with watching yourself back over the years, seeing the mistakes you made. I think, in my opinion, she probably reflects a lot and thinks about what life could have been had she not done TV, and would her family have stayed together. I I think that she feels that she broke up the marriage, and that's why she has those regretful feelings, and that she would go back and do it over. That's just my opinion. That's just what I get from her when she kind of, because she brings up Don a lot, and they haven't been together for years. So it's like for that to be a significant, I feel like, turning point in your life, to me, that's one of those, if you could change something, would you go back and change it? And I think for her, she would probably have never done TV, and that might have kept her marriage together. But then again, you don't know. You know, life throws you things, and sometimes, especially as us avid housewife watchers, we see that this is kind of where marriages come to die. So really, is it healthy, or did TV just speed up the process? And I'll leave it there. Jen, so for for you, I said Tamara is not a changed woman. Please stop the cap. From last season to now, I don't know where you get this thing from that she's done a complete 180. We can stop lying about that, because we all know how Tamara is. Beating a dead horse talking about her personality. I also said that I think it's great that, backtracking to Vicky's son, I think it, because he lives in Spain, I think it's great that a lot of the housewives' kids branched out of their own cities and even countries, because we know Shannon's daughter's in Paris, and I think our Heather's kids are, I don't, well, oh well, some of them just graduated, so I don't know what they're gonna do next. But I like that they're not afraid to spread their wings. They don't have that fear, and obviously they have successful parents who can help, or whatever the case may be, which is also a blessing and a privilege, that they can go out here and see what the world has to offer. So I think that's very cool. I would definitely take advantage of that if I was in their shoes also, to live abroad, to run around, go here, to go there. Your school is paid for, you're getting help with your rent, whatever the case may be. Amazing. Vicky versus Carmella. So I think I've touched on this before. I'm sick of Vicky always doing the, I gotta, gang up on the newbie. She only took to, I think Shannon was like the only one she took to. Maybe two more, but as far as housewives that have lasted, she always has this thing with them where she has to haze them. It's lame. It's just lame. So let's see. Emily. Oh, okay. So Emily and this gift thing, because obviously, well, hopefully after episode 5 it's over, but she, so I said that she threw Carmella under the bus because she told Heather first and made it like it was a big deal. And then, as you can see further in this episode, and then episode 5, she does a lot of flip-flopping, which I can't stand about her. And I said she could have took the gift and shut the fuck up. Emily wanted it to be a thing. She wanted that to be a storyline, a moment. And in my opinion, that's why she called Heather to be like, oh, guess what Carmella bought me? Because you could have just opened the clutch, said, oh, very nice, pretty. Sent her a text, say thank you, seen the vibrator, laughed, and you could have kept it moving. But no, you wanted to come to us with the BS to make it a whole hoopla, whatever. The restaurant that, who was it? Was it Carmella, Jen, and Tamara went to, was really cute. And they go to a lot of cute restaurants actually. And I definitely want to visit OC for, a nice little 4 or 5 days, and go about the town, go to the Quiet Woman, go to the beach, because it looks very nice out there. So always love the scenery and the restaurants and the things that they do around town. Carmella, so let's see. Mm, oh, so I said that from Carmella's solo scene and her dinner with the girls, that she seems to love and be great at her job. You can see that she's passionate about it and she's making bank. So for me, it's like grand opening, grand closing. What are we talking about here? You all do whatever you do in your respective fields, and nobody hounds you about it or, makes a big deal about you're a developer. That's not what a developer is. And you're a flipper. Like what? Like please. Vicky pissed me off because she's like, oh, she got naked for money. Like Playboy wasn't this huge publication, this huge honor, a piece of pop culture history. Like, don't do that. She got naked for money like she was a stripper. Because even if she was a stripper, so what? So what? She looked good as hell. I've seen a couple pictures of her back when she was in her 20s during the Playmate days. She looked good as shit and wasn't afraid to show her body and have fun, whatever. So it's like I like Vicky overall, despite like her politics or whatever. Because of our Chicago ties, I be feeling like I got to ride for her. And again, this is the first franchise I watched, but I don't like that hating shit. She can miss me with that. Be nice to the newbies until they give you something to beef with them about. And then do your thing. Calling her admin, saying that she pseudo lives in Orange County. Like, that's nasty. So when Carmella really starts to bucking up and getting in your ass, I'm not going to be on here having no words to defend you. Zero, nunca, nada. Tamra, I said, as far as this game, what instructions were you reading? Because this messy made up ass game didn't require any instructions. So that was funny to me that it was like she was reading off this card as if this was some real game that needed to be thoroughly explained. Um, I've had enough of her calm shtick that she's doing. Like, oh, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. Stop. For real. Because it's so phony. Again, it's taking me back to that season that she got baptized and it's just like, oh, I'm changed. I'm baptized now. Like, enough. So I said Heather, she's got a battery in her back. She's activated this season. She's speaking up, getting involved, calling the girls out. I like that. Heather versus Jen. I said I think two things can be true at the same time between this whole, well, you said this to me about Tamara, and I just feel like, you're not being your true, authentic self when it comes to the girls, that you want to be perceived as one way, but then when it's a one-on-one, you really say how you feel. I feel like the truth lies somewhere in the middle between them two. And again, Heather is not the type of person that's gonna put Tamara on her bad side. She's not gonna engage in a gang up on Tamara. That's just not her. That's not her housewives persona. So Tamara's the villain. She plays that well. Heather is the neutral peacemaker type who will get in the field sometimes. So it is what it is. Jen, you gonna have to, if you want to do the Tamara takedown, you're gonna have to do it on your own, babes. Shannon, I said, don't piss me off because again, y'all always think Tamara is genuine. Oh, it's different this time. Oh, the apology feels real, and then y'all back at it again. So irritated by that. Vicky and this Debbie Downer thing, which she drug into episode 5. Let it roll off your back. If you don't feel like that's you, then who cares? Let Emily think what she wants to think. You do say a lot of negative things. You do have a lot of complaints when when y'all get together. So I mean, She ain't wrong per se, but if you feel like that's not you, then you don't have to take that on. And yeah, so that was the end of that episode. So as far as episode 5, let's see. I said, oh my God. So everybody in the group made fun of Jen for a whole season for not having money, not having a career, not knowing what she wants to do with herself. But then Carmella coming in and offering Jen to come see what I do. Maybe you'll like it. I'll also toss you a couple coins for helping me out with it. Why is that a thing? Again, y'all are bullying up on this girl because y'all don't have nothing going on. And it's weird. And as a person who hates the company she works for, okay, if I have a friend that's in an industry that I maybe never thought about, and they're like, come see it, come do hands on, and maybe you'll be interested in going in that field. That's a girl's girl. That's a friend. That's somebody who wants to see you win, which she even mentioned later at the end of the episode. Like, we don't support each other. We don't boo boo. Like, what is this? I'm confused. And then they all want to be like, oh, no. Yeah, we do. No, y'all don't. Because it should be, oh, Carmella, that was very nice of you to give Jen an opportunity to maybe look at something and see something different that she may be good at and she may not have known that she's talented in that area. Y'all just want to focus on titles and you said you do this, but I feel like you do that. But on the other hand, I also said that Carmella needs to be careful because you don't know these hoes. And so you're extending yourself to be a helping hand and look at how they're acting behind your back with it. And then also working with friends, you know that's tricky. So just be careful, you can show her, but you don't have to hold her hand through it. You can just give her the opportunity to see what it entails. And if she wants to get involved in it, let her go and do that on her own. She has plenty of resources to do so. I would put her in contact with the people maybe she needs to talk to. And then I'm done holding your hand after that because one, I'm not gonna put my name and reputation on the line for you. And two, I'm just not gonna baby you through it. You're grown, you got a family, you know that you need to make money to survive. So do that. Vicky, the Debbie Downer thing, like I said, she drug it through the whole episode. Very annoying. Don't force the whoop it up fun, whatever that you feel like Emily says she wants to see from you because Emily don't give nothing. So who are you to be like, oh, well, I just thought you were going to come back and be like this and that. We only 5 episodes in. Y'all haven't even gone nowhere or done nothing for it to be some whole hoopla about Vicky not having fun. Can we get there first? Can we have a first trip? Can we have a event that requires all that? Yeah, Heather had her little party, but we know what that was. We know that was an introductory. We all need to be in the scene, all need to be at the same event together. So, yeah. Again, Vicky, if it don't apply, let it fly. Emily versus Heather is boring. It's not worth crying over. I don't know what Heather was doing with that. Always love seeing Shannon's dad, 97 years old. That's a blessing to have your parents that age. And he's coherent. He looks like he moves around okay and everything like that. So shout out to Gene the Machine. Gina is a hater with this gift thing. She's dragging it. She gave a nice gift. It's like, who cares? She invited her coworker to come see what she does and again potentially throw her a couple dollars to help do some design work. Again, like she said, I'm gonna pay somebody to do it anyway. Why not pay a friend? That's nice. Gina, you look crazy. And that's why everybody at the table was really kind of quiet because you look crazy. and you look like a loser and a hater. You just got a little money in your pocket, and this is what you're focusing on. You should be joining forces. This hoe is selling what she say, $100 million she sold over 10 years. Come on now. I said, y'all live in one of the most expensive cities in the US, but a $3,000 clutch is so much to give a person. Yeah, I get it. Y'all, okay. Well, you just met her. So what? Some people are just nice and kind and givers like that, and they're not going to come somewhere empty handed. And who are you to put a price tag on what somebody brings as a gift? I didn't see the rest of you hoes come in with no bags. I didn't see the rest of y'all sending no Zales. So maybe mind the business that pays you. And then I said that Emily, so this is where the flip floppy comes in, because at the table, you kind of like backing her, but then in your confessional, you kind of talking shit. Like, I feel like she's jealous. What's that about? I'm like, so what? It was a nice gift. Okay, so then have Carmella's back at the table. Don't just, I get not wanting to put your friend on blast in front of everybody like that, because y'all want to keep that Robin and Giselle like united front, but no. Speak up for what's right and what's wrong. Don't play both sides when it's you and Gina. Don't act like, oh yeah, that was weird, but then you being like, oh, but it was a nice gift. I'm happy with it. I don't mind. I'm not gonna give it back. Okay, so then just say that. So Carmella, don't buy these hoes shit else. That's what it all boils down to for me. Don't buy them nothing else. Your birthday, get them a card with $50 in it and let them go on about their way. So I said that, Gina, you talked about this girl, you talked about the situation on camera, and then you trying to be like, in your confessional, you trying to be like, well, she wasn't supposed to go say nothing. Girl, it was gonna come out and be a thing anyway. So let's all stop acting like we don't know how TV works. And the last thing I said was, am I watching Bravo or HGTV? Because y'all are really being weird haters. Vicky, you especially, leading the charge with trying to say what Carmella does and doesn't do. I don't give a damn. A renovator, a flipper, a developer, she making money. That's it. End of discussion. Leave the girl alone. I like her. I want to see more from her. So yeah, that was my review. Hopefully I wasn't talking too fast. Those are my opinions on the things. I hope y'all liked it. Again, step it up, because it's starting. OC is starting to be background. Like, I don't have to really be sitting and paying attention. I could just listen and twiddle around. So I need y'all to come with it. It looks like they're going on their first trip. Next episode, something about Showgirls Vegas. I don't know. So hopefully we get some more fun with some drama sprinkled in. But yeah, I'm about to go eat some nice Italian food. And then, like I said, I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back tonight with my Valley review, as long as it's not too late when I'm done. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your opinions down below, and see you later. Bye.